Hey there guys, it's Kim George here from YourChicGeek.com, and I want to welcome you to a brand spanking new video. So in this video, I wanted to answer a question that I see a lot in groups regarding to KDP and to book covers. So before we get off into this video, I'd love for you guys to like, share, subscribe, comment. Also, for those of you that are interested in getting started with building a low content book empire and using a brand to sell more books and low content books, you can head over to check out From Publish to Profit. That is my flagship course. Also, for those of you that are interested in maybe just selling journals as a passive income product, you can head over to check out the Journal Creators Collective. That is a affordable monthly membership that you can get access to done for you templates, interiors, covers, all that kinds of stuff to make the design process easier. And then I have some freebies as well. One is the free swipe file and list of over 200 types of low content books that you can publish and sell online. And then lastly, I have a free masterclass where I talk about the framework that I use to make over 1,000 plus per month with KDP and even more. So all of that is going to be in the description below. Now the commercials are done. We can get into today's video. So one of the questions I see a lot is it okay to use the same cover repeatedly for books that you're putting out? Now, in my opinion, I don't think it's a good idea, but this is just my opinion. I think that it can come off as spammy in a way. And so what I wanted to do is talk about, the importance of testing in the case of this kind of dilemma. As with anything, with KDP, testing really is going to be imperative because, you just don't know what's going to work and you just don't know what covers are going to take off. And so testing to see what's going to work is the better way to go. In fact, it's something that I find myself having to do sometimes when I put out books that I think are going to do well and they don't do as well. Maybe the click-through rate is a little low. And so I have to test to see what people respond to the best. So number one, and what you can do is, for example, if you're creating a journal for kids, I don't know, some kind of gratitude journal or something for kids, what you can do is you can create the cover in 3 different colors, and then you can test each color to see which one is going to perform the best. Now, the best way to do this, in my opinion, is to maybe create a cover, have for example, a blue design, a black design, and a red design. These are just examples. And so what you can do is you can actually first off start with the first color, which is a black, add that to an Amazon advertising campaign, preferably an automatic campaign, just to kind of kickstart things. And then what you can do is over the course of maybe a week or a couple of weeks or so is to watch the click-through rate, which is going to be found by digging deeper into that campaign to see how people are responding. Now, I try to go for at least a 1% click-through rate and above. I know that can be a little difficult sometimes, but that is the click-through rate that I really try to go for. So that is something that you definitely want to watch. Now, if you notice that the book cover with the that specific color is not really getting a lot of traction, it's not really getting a lot of clicks, then you can go to the next color, which is what a red may be, to test that design. You'll do the same thing, watch it, see how it performs, so on and so forth. And so that is the first scenario that you can definitely do to see, especially if you're on a budget and you don't have a lot of money to spend on ads. You can see which color from that specific cover design is performing the best, okay? So that is the first case scenario. Now, the second case scenario, this will take a little bit longer, but it still will definitely help you figure out what kind of aesthetic people go for the best, and that is to create 3 different cover designs, completely different, completely unique, with different styles, okay? And so what you can do is you would create 3 different cover designs for that one book, also have 3 interiors. Now, if you're creating something like a journal, and so on and so forth, there's some things that you can do to definitely, make the interior different by changing the fonts, by changing the just, you know, changing the fonts up, changing some of the images and things like that, but you just want to make everything look as unique as possible. And then you can do the same thing in this scenario. You can run ads to these 3 different book designs and styles to see which one converts the best. So here again, instead of just creating the same cover and using it repeatedly, you're creating 3 different styles from the one main theme or the one type of book to see which style is going to convert the best. And again, I mean, I know that this can take a lot of time sometimes to do, especially if you're just getting started, but this is, in my opinion, one of the best ways that you can test things out to see what converts the best. Instead of just kind of putting things out there with the same design in red, blue, black, white. I've seen people do that and it really just comes off as spammy. So those are the 2 scenarios that I would give you guys to try if you are stuck in the dilemma of whether or not you want to use the same cover design repeatedly for a book cover, okay? Just so that you can try to keep yourself safe and keep yourself from looking like a spammer. So that is my suggestions. That is what I've done in the past, and I hope that you guys found this tip or these tips helpful. Now, if you are one of those folks that really don't have any confidence in your design skills and you're like, listen, I don't have time, I'm not a good designer, etc. and etc., a couple of things that I would suggest for you to do to kind of get a jump start on the design process or designing your covers would be, number 1 is to buy a template. I sell templates over in my shop. There are some other ones that you can get from places like Creative Fabrica and etc. that can help you kind of jump start the process. Now, here's the thing that you want to know with templates and designs that I see people make the mistake of, even people that buy from my shop, is you don't want to ever use a template as is. You have to make changes to the template. You have to make it your own, and you want it to be something that is going to look completely different from the template that you have purchased, okay? So I just want to make that distinction clear. So that is one thing that you definitely can do. And for those of you that are interested, there's a link below to the shop so you can head over to check out some of the things that I have there. And then number 2 is going to be to hire a freelancer to design your covers for you. This is if you have a bigger budget. You can head over to a place like Fiverr. I have a link below for that. And I also have links to, I'm going to put links to some of the designers that I've used that have done some really good jobs for me on cover designs for KDP books. So that is something else that you can definitely do as well. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys, those tips for today for the video. Again, I wanted to keep it short and sweet, but if you do have any questions for me or concerns, you can definitely click the link, or not click the link below, but you can definitely comment below to let me know your thoughts on this. And for those of you that have been in the game for a while, that have come, that have had this dilemma, what have you done to get around this problem? I'd love to know. So please comment below. Again, like, share, subscribe, all that kinds of stuff, so you can make sure that you don't miss videos when they drop. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.